This is going to be the daily trade commentary for Tuesday, February 25th, 2025. Today was a profitable day in the markets today. I made just above 2%. I made like 2.01%. I did close the trade early, and I will walk through the trade in detail. But yeah, so again, first trade of the week, first trade of the month where, it was profitable. I was 0.94% in drawdown before today, and then, I made, with today's win, I made back last week's loss, and then also made a tiny bit of profit. So now, instead of being down 0.94% for the month, I am up 1.21% for the month. So nothing too crazy, but again, I'm still grateful to end the month in profit, honestly. So it's a blessing. But anyways, let me go ahead and break down first how the day ended and how the price trade of the day. All right. So, first, before I even do that, I'm going to first run through what I was looking for this morning before I even get into that. I think I'm going to start getting the habit of doing that. That way I can just see, like, okay, hey, did this play out or did not play out? All right, so first, in the morning time, right? 5:51 in the morning. So I put here, coming into the new trading day, price is already making its way into the daily OB. This is daily OB I was looking for. And you can already see the intention within price. Because look how, like, for price to be doing this at dang near 6 a.m. in the morning, we still have 3 hours and 30 minutes left until the New York Stock Exchange open. The fact that price is already like this, I was like, okay, yeah, there's no way that today isn't going to be another bearish continuation. This is now the third trading in a row. So again, I was looking for a price to come into this daily OB. This is a weak low for me because this swing low failed to take out this swing high. Could they react from here on its way to taking out this high? So now I'm looking at this as a weak low. But however, even though this is a weak low, I was still anticipating to see a bullish reaction away from here, to see short-term higher prices come into play, which that is currently what's going on lower time frames. But again, it's just to build or to engineer sell side liquidity on the lower time frames for price to later take, just like how this was here. We didn't take out the low. We built liquidity here. But again, I think the liquidity that we're seeing now for current price action, again, I think it's just short term. I really do think that I think this low, which is also the previous month low, is going to end up being taken. So that's what I was looking at this morning on the daily time frame. Again, just recognizing the momentum in current price action, and like I said, what I'm going to be looking for, once price does get into this area here. This is all the news we have today. We didn't have no heavy impact news, but we did have 2 sets of medium at 10 a.m. and then one at 9 a.m. 30 minutes before the open. All right, 1 hour time frame. So last night before I went to sleep, I did put a sell limit here at the extreme. I saw we had made lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So before I went to bed, price is right here. I'm like, okay, what if we make its way up here? I short here and take it to either here or the previous month low. But again, price broke that week low. Instead of trading higher and this being a weak low, price just took out the weak low without even expanding higher. Again, I'm not surprised by it because, like, again, when let me see, I watched the webinar with Umar on Sunday, and he said one thing that really stuck out to me in regards to a bullish market versus a bearish market for futures, and it's facts. Let me find the note really quickly. Hold on. Maybe it was this one. Okay, no, it has to be this. I need to say this on this commentary. It's because it's really good and it's really fact when it comes to futures. So I have to say this. I gotta find it. I'm almost there. Okay, here we go. So he said that sell moves are more accelerated than up moves. You'll significantly make a lot more money. The elements of downside moves are stops get triggered because again NASDAQ is a buy pair, so there's always going to be sell side liquidity resting, like a lot of relative equal. Anyways, so he said sell moves are more accelerated than up moves. You'll significantly make a lot more money. The elements of downside moves are stops get triggered, panic selling leads to people selling quicker, and short selling kicks in. It imbalances things way too harder. Like I said, when it comes to NASDAQ, and that's one thing I did notice. When price is, we're in a bullish market, right? Daily time frame is bullish. H1 pro trend is also bullish. Like price in a bullish market, don't get me wrong, we'll definitely have some expansions every now and then, but it's not gonna be like just straight heavy. I mean, if it is, it's once in a while. But I don't know. It's something about being in a bearish market. When it goes, it goes. In a bullish market, price is gonna pull back for you. Not all the time, but maybe about 95% of the time it's gonna pull back for you. In a bearish market, you'll get lucky if price pulls back for you. Like that's how it is when it comes to just being in a bullish market and a bearish market on futures. It's just, that's what it is. So I'm glad that he said that on the webinar because it's something I always kept internally, but I've always noticed it within price, within my past almost 3 years of trading NASDAQ. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So now we know what I was looking for. Going to today, I was looking for price to come into this daily bullish order block to see a bullish reaction away, but later end up trading higher, and that is exactly what we did. Price made its way into here with intention, but before the daily candlestick closed, we came back up, closed above it. So we have a bullish reaction. We're currently seeing a bullish reaction. People right now that are scalpers on a 1 minute time frame, 5 minute time frame, are probably going long right now. But again, I think this is just to continue to build more liquidity. Because look, we have this low failed to take out this low. We were right here. So this is like a clear drawn liquidity. This is a clear drawn liquidity. This too. When tomorrow opens back up, it's going to open here, and that's going to be a drawn liquidity. This is going to be a drawn liquidity. This is going to be a drawn liquidity. And this is the ultimate drawn liquidity, which is, again, the previous month low. Now, I did get in a trade earlier, which I will break down later in the video. But I did get in a trade earlier, and my take profit was here, but I ended up closing it here, and I'm kind of having mixed emotions to whether I did the right or wrong thing. Part of me as a swing trader felt like I did a wrong thing, because the whole point of swing trading is to swing the trade and be able to withstand the reactions, withstand the retracements. Like, I want my brain to how do I even say it, build resilience towards that. But obviously it's not as easy as just saying it. Like, it really does take work on the mind, and especially me being so new to swing trading, it's gonna take some time, so I ended up taking profit like a little bit in here somewhere. And then, of course, price continues to retrace. But again, as a swing trader, I really wish I would have held this to here, because this is where I'm looking at higher time frame wise. So yeah, let's go to the 1 hour time frame, and then I'll get into the actual trade itself. Put that over here. Put that over here too. All right, so this morning, going to the trading day, again, we have the high of the week here. Let me delete these as well. Delete this as well. Well, this is where I entered, actually. Yeah. I'll get into the trade in a minute. But yeah, this is where I entered. I entered like right there. And mind you, what I was actually looking at, I had a sell limit, but actually placed right here. So I was looking for price to come just a little bit higher. You know, I want price to come higher, trade here, and then continue to sell off. But again, maybe this is part of the learning process. Again, NASDAQ, again, we're in a bearish market and we're expanding. Hold on, let me just mark out these expansions really quickly, just so I can like really make a point here. Kind of like what I did yesterday for yesterday's commentary. I'm doing the same thing right now. I really just want to emphasize how price tends to trade in a bearish market, because this is like honestly learning lessons. So next time you have a sell off like this, it's like I know how to trade it, you know. So, you know, that's why you can't even be mad at losses. I mean, sometimes obviously if it's you, but if it's like really a market thing, like a learning experience type thing, it's just like, yeah, just be grateful for it, honestly. Okay, and the last one here. All right, so each time price expanded, we got this expansion away. The price retraced to the decisional here? No, it did not. The price retraced to the extreme here? And no, it did not. What do? We came into a fair value gap and we dropped again. When we dropped, did we retrace into the extreme? No, we did not. What do? We came into this fair value gap here. We used this old support as resistance and we dropped again. When price dropped again, did price come into the extreme, which is where my sell limit was this morning? No, we did not. What do? We barely came into the fair value gap. That's how bearish it was. I mean, like, we did come to the fair value gap. If you could see, like, if I take this out and you look above, like, price did come to the fair value gap like 1, 2, 3, 4 times, but barely. Like, we didn't even trade here. We traded like right above the candlestick that made the fair value gap. And what do? We dropped again. But I looked at this as this price, like, instead of here to here, I didn't really concept the swing high, so I just took this to this, and then I got this. I saw that price took out the we had an inducement pretty much here, and then we came into this decisional here. Like if I use here, like this swing high to this swing low, then I would look at this as a decisional, because this caused the break of structure. So I entered pretty much right at the decisional, and then again I entered a little bit late. Ideally, if I wasn't looking at this, then yes, I definitely would have saw this. I mean, I saw this, but I think I also fixated on this area to the point where I completely ignored the decisional, right? But again, learning lesson. But anyways, I manual executed, so I did break my trading plans today. My trading plan, I removed manual executions because I have a bad habit of when I manually execute a trade, I don't put the stop loss TP until after. And because of that, TradeZilla isn't calculating it right, you know? So by placing a sell limit or a buy limit, my stop loss and TP is already set. So whenever I'm triggered in that specific trade, I don't have nothing to worry about. So that's also a reason. That's a part of the reason to why I'm using limit orders now. But another reason is obviously I no longer have a set 2-hour trading time window to trade. I'm just trading when my alert goes off and when that limit order is triggered. That's pretty much it. So it's a few different reasons to why I am now using limit orders for executions and no longer moving away from manual executions. But none of here or there. Again, I entered about just like right here. And then I was in the trade, writing it. Beautiful intention, beautiful expansion. And again, I was targeting here. This is where I originally was targeting, but then I was just like, nah. I'm not gonna lie, I saw this candlestick close, and I was like, okay, now that bullish reaction that I was talking about this morning, that's what price is gonna do right now. So and that's exactly what price did. Price closed here, we trade up higher, and now we're kind of just consolidating. So again, I never said when price trades to here we're gonna see a big reaction. Like, no, it could be small, it could be subtle. Right now it's looking just about that. It's looking pretty small, it's pretty subtle. But again, it's just understanding that this area does hold value. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, if I stay in this trade, make sure my stop is in profit. So worst case scenario, if you get a bigger reaction than possible, I'm good. Did I make what I was anticipating here? No, I did not. However, I still did make some profit. I did not lose any money, so I'm still grateful. You know what I mean? Like it adds up. But again, my approach as a swing trader is to have the mindset and the mental capacity to not fear these retracements and instead look long term. Like, these should not bother me as a swing trader. I know it's part of price action. Price is not a straight line. Price is not. It's not going to do that. Price is downtrend, correct. Downtrend, correct. Downtrend, maybe consolidate a little bit, drop again. Like, that's price. This is not price. So it's like, I know that, but it's like sometimes when I'm in active trade, that kind of just goes completely out the window, just being very transparent. So yeah, that's pretty much what the day is looking like, or what the day looked like on NASDAQ today. Now into the actual trade itself. This is the daily journal. I'm not done with this just yet. I don't know why it's doing that. Here you go. I'm not done with my trade journal because it's separate. I have daily journal. I'm not done with that. My trade journal, I'm not done with that. I'm trying to make them both as detailed as possible. So back just a few minutes ago when I had said that about my R multiples, this is why. You know what I mean? And like I said, long-term wise, I want to look at R multiple instead of percentage gain. It's crazy. It's like I'd much rather look at percentage over dollar amount, and then I'd rather look at R multiple over percentage gain. And right now, I'm pretty much consistently looking at my trading results from a percentage perspective, but long-term wise, I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it R multiple to make sure risk management is on point. So again, that is why I am trying to move away from manual executions because of this. Not saying you can't have this and manual execute. You can, but I have a bad habit of, again, placing my stop loss on TP after I'm in the trade, so therefore it ruins this. Again, limit orders, it will combat this. I have it every single time pretty much. But anyways, let's go ahead and go over just the stats here, and then I'll show my screenshots of the trade. So it was a short. How many contracts did I use? I used 4 contracts. How many points did I make? Made 500 and I think it, hold on. Whoa. I entered. I had a brain fart right now. Hold on. Let me see this really quickly. Okay, I entered at 21,396. Got out at 21,127. So no, I did not make 500 points today. It was like 200 points, something like that. So yeah, I don't know what this is. I gotta ask and see. But anyways, keep going. So what kind of trade was this? What kind of playbook was this? Was a counter trend, swing entry. Rating, I gave it a 3.5 stars. Why? Well, first, I broke my trading plan because I manually executed the position. Second, I didn't have the mindset I should have had throughout the trade. because again, I closed early than I should have. And yes, at the area I closed, it was valid, because again, that is an area to where I want to see, or I was expecting a bullish reaction. So it was a valid area to close. However, with me transitioning from scalping to swing trading, I need to build up that mental endurance to be able to not get swayed by the retracements, right? And the reactions, and be able to look at that higher time frame profit target, or higher time frame take profit level where I'm aiming to get out at, and just stick with that, So that's why I put 3.5. I'll give it 4 stars. I mean, it's not a bad trade. It was a good trade, Like I said, it's just like the little things, but honestly, little things matters the most in trading. But anyways, profit target. Yeah, it was like here, pretty much the previous month low. Stop loss, entry, exits. I entered at 9:01, so I entered 29 minutes before the New York Stock Exchange opened up, and then I exited literally 6 minutes before the New York lunch session opened up at 12 p.m. So, yeah. Daily directional bias was bullish. H1 order flow was bearish. So again, if it's pro trend, it's going to be bullish, bullish, bearish, bearish. Which is bullish, bearish, it's counter trend because they're both not aligning. Market conditions, I'm still kind of thinking about this because yes, it's a trendy market, but again, it's not like how it is in the bullish market where price actually, give you some valid pullbacks. This is more of like an expanding market, but I have to look into this some more. But for now, I'll put trendy market because it definitely was not range bound. Mistakes I made today. I did not trust my analysis, and I put that because I closed my trade early. Put that, close my trade early. Manually executed position, fearing retracements. Confidence level. It was a medium. When I first got into the trade, I instantly regretted it because I knew I broke my trading plan. So I was feeling like regret, shameful, and disappointed in myself. And obviously throughout the trade, I was feeling confident because I saw this and I was like, oh, I'm chilling. I'm Gucci. You know what I mean? Like I was proud that my analysis played out, but I just wasn't proud in my my approach to when it comes to executing on the actual trade itself. The news on this day, I already went over it. This is just simply the news we had on Forex Factory. Emotions, I put euphoria because again I was excited, nervous, regret, shame. Distractions, no, I was on my laptop when I entered the trade, so no distractions. I was in a work center and I was just on my laptop playing music and just chilling. So I was definitely in the flow when I executed. Pre-market routine, I did complete that. My trade management, I set my TP and I trilled my stops. Meaning, I had to take profit target overall, which was a previous month low. But as price continued to expand lower to the downside, I was moving my stop loss above swing highs on the lower time frames. Normally, I would do I would move my stop loss, like, let's just take, for example, in a bullish market, I would trail my stop loss on the 1 hour time frame above swing lows. But again, price is so expansive right now, I have to trail my stops on the lower time frames. So that's what I did. I won't get into this because I kind of already recapped the whole trade, but these are some screenshots of the trade itself. So again, like I said earlier on TradingView, I entered like right here. Stop loss is right above the high because I was not expecting price to come back up here, especially after taking out that high. And hold on. So yeah, that's the first screenshot. Second screenshot is when price had broke the week low. Week low broke that. So that's another screenshot. Just want to show how price is moving. Like, look at this. No freaking wick. Like, bruh. That momentum was crazy. And then some more. The other screenshot. And then this is the screenshot when price had traded into that daily OB that I was talking about on the daily time frame. Price closed. I ended up closing here because I saw this candlestick and I was like, okay, yeah, here comes that bullish reaction that I've been literally talking about for days now. and I saw this candlestick, the lack of attention towards the downside, and I was like, okay, time to close. So again, this trade was not a bad trade. Entry wise, yes, it was bad. I broke my trading plan. Entry wise, I just said that already. Entry wise, again, I broke my trading plan, so it wasn't really good entry wise. Exit when it comes to exit, my exit for the trade, it wasn't horrible. Again, I exited at a valid place. However, my thing is the reason to why I closed it. It wasn't just because it was because my mind, my mental, my emotional state in that very moment, I got fearful and whatnot, and that's why I closed the trade. So yeah, that is my daily recap for the trading day. So again, not a bad trading day. I just wish I did some things differently. That's all. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this daily recap here though, and I will be back tomorrow and we will see how it goes. Before I do that though, let me show my trade to the dashboard just to show where I'm up for the year currently. So the month of January, I made 4.77%. And believe it or not, this is the first month that I got in swing trading, and percentages don't look the best. And because I had some other psychological things I was dealing with, I was closing trades early for retracements and stuff like that. The price would go in my favor after I closed. It was just a whole bunch of that. So that's why these two look super small. These two are valid trades, but yeah, this one, and this one, losses happened. Risk management was on point, clearly, because I only lost 0.5%. So yeah, that's January, and then after today's trade, I am now in profits for the month of February. Again, 2 losses last week. One of the trades I forgot, a pending order was hit, so it really should be 1. It should be 1, but it's 2. Learning lesson. But today's trade again, it made back this loss and put me a little bit in profit. So far for the year so far, total for the year so far, I'm 5.98%, which is honestly not bad. I've had months where it was like double this, but again, it's not about that. It's just about consistently making progress as a trader, Like, I'm trying to get from that mindset about, oh, I made this much percentage, I made this. It's just like, no, like, appreciate the small days because they add up. And again, it's just like, you don't want to be so focused and married to percentage gain or P&L, or just focus on being consistent, That's what matters at the end of the day. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this daily recap here, and I'll be back tomorrow.